You make me want. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Lex, and if you're not, then welcome back. As you can see from the title, today I'm going to attempt to remove my blue hair color. I've done a little research on like methods and like products and stuff that I can use, so I'm going to first talk through I need to talk through some stuff first so you can understand what I'm going to do if like you're trying to attempt to do this yourself, because I'm not really sure it's going to work, but based on like what I've researched and like, you know, what I want, how I want my hair to end up, then this is the best method for me. My goal is to remove my blue hair color and go blonde, which is really kind of daunting because blue dye is like one of the hardest dyes to remove from your hair. Blue and red, really hard. Like if I do get this blue out, it could just end up being green, and the green could just stick to my hair forever. And you know, I want blonde hair. So first and foremost, I'm not bleaching my hair under any circumstances. Worst case scenario, I'm just going to dye it black and just, you know, say okay, well, I tried, and just, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, let me talk through what I'm going to do and then give you guys like some of my concerns and like stuff that might go wrong, so if it does, then you can kind of like see or understand what's happening. Okay, so first I'm going to use Color Oops. So Color Oops is actually meant to remove like permanent hair dye, like if you use a box dye that dyes your hair red. It's not supposed to be used on like fantasy colors like blue and like pink and so, but if you like look at Color Oops videos on YouTube, it does work for some people. So it's just one of those things like it works if it works, and if it doesn't, then it's just not for you, or probably didn't use it right that time. I was originally going to use vitamin C and dandruff shampoo, which is also another popular method of like stripping out hair color. But why I went with the Color Oops instead, the Color Oops strips the color while the vitamin C kind of just fades it out. So it would take a lot of like applications of the vitamin C and dandruff shampoo for me to get my hair even light enough that I could even start thinking about like my blonde hair color, because it would just start stripping it. And I do have like a pretty dark blue, like this isn't like light blue, it's not like pastel, so it would go pastel first, and then it would probably go green, and that would take like, I can't even count. Like I've tried it before on like weave, and it took forever. Okay, so if I use the Color Oops and it strips out all of the blue, that's literally best case scenario. Like it strips out all of my blue, my hair goes back to the color it was before the blue. So my hair was bleached, so it would go back to the blonde base color after I bleached it. That would be literally like the best thing ever, because then I could just go blonde from that and not have to keep like doing stuff to my hair. But I'm prepared for a more realistic like result. So I'm not to be like negative, but I'm expecting that the Color Oops will kind of just give me a really light blue, or just kind of leave a blue tint in my hair on my blonde bleached hair. So I'm either going to go in with the vitamin C and dandruff shampoo on that color that I end up with, or I'm going to try to color correct it. So I'm going to I'm going to add the color wheel here so you guys can see. So the like theory, or I guess science behind color correction, is to just use whatever color is it complementary? I don't remember, but it's like whichever color is going to cancel out the color. So if you look at the color wheel, like blue is straight across from orange. So based on like what I've been reading and researching, because I haven't seen anyone actually do it, but like based on what I've been reading, it should work. I'm going to use this orange dye, which is Adore Cinnamon, which is I'm not sure I'm going to use this one. I also have, I have Adore Cajun Spice and Adore Cinnamon. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use. I think Cajun Spice is more orange, but because I haven't seen anyone actually do it, and I'm not sure like how it works. I'm a little I really don't want to have to do the color correction part, but I'd rather do it than the vitamin C because that's kind of drying, and I'd rather do it than just put the blonde hair whatever over the faded blue. So I think I'm going to use cinnamon just because cinnamon is a little bit more brown. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like some white conditioner in a bowl, and I'm going to tip a little bit of the cinnamon adore dye and just get it to like, I'm thinking I'm going to try to like match the amount of pigment of blue in my hair to the amount of orange pigment in the conditioner, so that I don't end up with orange hair, and like if they cancel each other out, then I should end up with a neutral like brown, and then I could go blonde from that. And I'm going to use cinnamon instead of Cajun spice because cinnamon is a little bit more brown, and I think I have a lesser risk of it like turning completely orange. So yeah, no Cajun spice. And then that will kind of complete the removal of the blue hair dye, and then part 2 of this video will be me going blonde. So I'll show you guys what I'm using to go blonde in that video because I don't want this to be too lengthy. It's already right there. No. Yeah, I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous right now because it's green and I see like some strands of like pink, which I'm assuming are either from my red hair that I had. Okay, let me give a really quick history of my hair colors. So I had, of course, 1B natural hair. Then I used a, what brand is that? Cream of Nature box dye. Went like brown. Then I used L'Oreal High Color and I was burgundy slash like magenta, whatever, for like a really long time. I did that process about probably 3 times. So I was like red for a while, and then I wanted like blue, black slash purple, so I didn't bleach my hair, but I just put it over the red, like some purple and blue semi-permanent dyes. It wasn't Adore, but it was semi-permanent dyes. Then it didn't really show, it kind of looked, my hair just looked black. So that's when I decided to bleach my hair and just go regular blue, but I did blue and purple, and then I went over the purple parts with blue. So I'm assuming that the pink parts are either from my red hair or my purple hair. Okay. This is all over the place. I mean, I got the blue out, but it's well, pink and green. I don't think the top section is turned because it was, oh it did, okay. I don't know what to do now. I didn't plan for this. Don't want to rinse it out. Okay, I'm going to rinse it out because it said not to leave it in there for more than 20 minutes and I don't want to do that. My problem is I just don't know where the pink is from. I don't know if it's from the purple that I had in or from my hair being red. But then it's like some places that were blue turned purple. So, I mean, I kind of like this pink. It's kind of cute, but not what I was expecting. And some of the green parts kind of have a little blonde at the ends. The thing is, I just don't want to leave this in my hair for any longer, so I am going to rinse it out. I'm not sure if I'm going to go in again. I doubt it, because I don't even have enough to do my entire head, and then I don't know if I should focus on the green or the pink. Well, definitely did not plan for this. Okay, I'm going to go rinse. Like, look at that. Wasn't expecting this. Okay, so this is how my hair looks right now. Hold on. Kind of the same, just washed and stuff. So yeah, it's not blue anymore, but it is very green. To be honest, it looks more green than when I started rinsing it out. But I started using the dandruff shampoo instead of my regular shampoo for the color oops rinses, and I realized that it kind of strips out the hair color a little bit, especially in the pink parts, because some of the pink parts are going like, what do you call this, kind of like orangey brown. I'm not sure what color it is, but it's coming out. So considering this is really green, like this doesn't look like blue faded, it looks like I dyed my hair green. This part looks like faded, but this looks really green. So I'm going to do the vitamin C. I think I'm only going to do it 2 times. I'm hoping to only have to do it 2 times. It's 5 o'clock and I'm tired. Strange enough, I'm more concerned about the pink than the green, because I didn't plan for the pink and I don't really know what to do about it. But it's not as, it's bright in some areas, like right here. I hope it's showing properly on camera. Right here is like pink, but some parts are like more faded and kind of brown. So I'm not, strange enough, I'm not really worried. I think I can still do my plan. So I'm going to do the vitamin C right now. Oh, and I did deep condition my hair after rinsing, after doing all those shampoos. And when you do the vitamin C, you kind of want to like really like massage it into your hair, or just kind of like almost imagine that you're rubbing the color off your hair. And something that I noticed whenever I put like, not even just chemicals, but whenever I put like products into my hair, well yeah, let's go with chemicals, it matters like how you put it or how you leave your hair once you put it in. So don't like stretch your hair out while you're doing this, because then you'll end up damaging your curls. Honestly, it's best if you can just like scrunch it up after. This is the color No. I did the vitamin C treatment twice. It's definitely lighter, especially the green. The pink, I don't know, I thought the pink would fade out more, but it's it's still there. And I mean, my hair doesn't feel bad, but I don't want to keep doing the vitamin C, especially if I'm not seeing any results on the pink. And I don't think I could fade out the all of the green with it. It would be nice, but I don't think so. Oh no, is this damage? That's a little limp. Okay, I'm going to do my protein treatment once I finish everything. But on to the, hopefully the last like coloring process. Again, I'm using Adore Cinnamon with a little bit of white conditioner. And let's hope for the best. Okay, so this is how the color came out. It's kind of like a mixture between brown and orange. The parts that were pink kind of came out orange, and then the parts that were more green, like in the back here, came out like an ash brown. Some pieces in the front right here look almost like a lighter brown, not really blonde, but just like a lighter brown. And then some pieces are orange, and most pieces like in the back are really ashy brown. Like I can almost see the green tint in it. I don't think it's gonna show on camera. But I can see the green in it a little, which I don't mind. I think I prefer that over the orange. But let's I have some stuff I want to mention before I close out the video. Okay, so I've since learned, it's like been a week since I did the dye and everything, so I learned since then that I could have used a brown dye. It didn't need to be explicitly orange, it just needed to have orange undertones to counteract the green. So if you are trying this process, then I would recommend using like a warm brown, just not like an ash brown, because ash has green undertones and then you're going to end up with green on green. Next thing, the color oops smell. So a lot of like color oops reviews talk about the smell. Personally, the smell isn't bothering me. It doesn't even have a smell right now because I twisted my hair with a lot of Cantu stuff, and you know Cantu is very fragrant, so I don't know if it's just like masking the smell, or if I think the smell is really only there if your hair is wet. So if you get your hair like super soaked, then you're going to smell it. I go swimming twice a week for school, and even though we're at swim camp, my hair still gets wet, and I don't smell it with just like how wet it gets like damp, especially at the ends, and I don't smell it. And of course I want to put the color oops on my ends, so I guess just take that with a grain of salt. Some people did you know, get the smell. I personally I had the smell on the day. I think I had the smell when my hair was wet and in its twists, but once it dried, I haven't smelled it. I haven't smelled it since I took it out of the twists. I haven't smelled it once it got wet after. But if you are concerned about the smell, then ask me and I'll let you know how it smells once I wash my hair. As for how my hair feels, my hair doesn't feel dry. It doesn't feel any different. Honestly, it feels absolutely no different. The color oops, and I don't have like any damage or anything. My hair does not feel dry at all. It didn't feel dry once when I had it bleached and blue. It doesn't feel drier after the color oops and the vitamin C and all the shampooing. Doesn't feel dry. Curls are still intact. Well, for the most part. I got my hair wet, so it's frizzy and poofy, but no damage to my pattern, no damage to my texture, no like dryness or anything like that. So super happy with it. I would definitely recommend the color oops for that reason. It worked for me. It didn't damage my hair and the color didn't come back. So all of those bad like cons of the color. Oops, I didn't personally experience, so I would recommend it to other people, especially if your color isn't blue, because I feel like if my hair was not blue, if it was any color other than blue, I would have gotten back to a blonde base. The last thing, my goal here was to have blonde hair, and I obviously have brown / orange hair. I'm still on the fence about whether I'm going to go ahead and go blonde. I do have all the products and everything already, and I would prefer to be blonde. I'm just not really sure what color I'll end up with. So I'm not going to do it in this video obviously, but you can, I guess, keep a lookout for part 2 of this and see whether I can lighten this up to a blonde. That's pretty much it. I hope this video was helpful if you have blue hair and you want to get rid of it, and if you want brown hair or a more neutral, like work friendly, adult friendly color. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you learned something. If you have any tips or anything like that for, you know, me or anyone else who may watch this video, then go ahead and leave it in the comments. I'm not, you know, I'm not opposed to learning. So go ahead and leave any comments, any recommendations, any tips. If you found this video helpful, then please let me know, and please stay tuned to see what else I do as it relates to my hair color. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and click subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next one.